and good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. We know it's a Monday morning and you're all very, very busy. So we really appreciate you being here today. I am so thrilled to be hosting this webinar. Dusseldorf is actually one of my favorite cities, and I'm so glad that you're all here to learn about it because it is absolutely incredible. Such a short flight to get over there. It's a beautiful, walkable city. It's great food, great beer. Anyways, I don't need to tell you about it because we've got some amazing people who are here to tell you absolutely everything from your customer's experience, leaving Dublin Airport, flying with Eurowings straight over to Dusseldorf, what they can expect in Dusseldorf Airport, and then, of course, when they're actually in the beautiful city itself. So I am joined today by Rezwin Rasheed from Eurowings. We've also got Katja Heuer from Dusseldorf Airport and Christian Schueller from Visit Düsseldorf. So guys, do you want to maybe just turn on your cameras for a very quick second and say a very quick hello to everybody?
Hi, everybody. Good morning.
Hi. Warm welcome from Dusseldorf Airport.
Thank you so much for joining us, guys. Like I said, I love Dusseldorf, so I'm really happy that you're all here. And this is going to be about a 30-minute presentation. So the guys all have about 10 minutes organized. At the end, we are going to have a very quick quiz because we've got some fantastic prizes for you guys. So the first prize is going to be a €200 voucher with Eurowings, some lounge passes courtesy of Katja at Dusseldorf Airport. And we've also got a night at Courtyard by Marriott for 2 people in Dusseldorf. So that is an incredible prize. You get to go over and experience the city for itself, which is absolutely amazing. We will also have a runner-up prize as well, which is a €100 Eurowings voucher, as well as a Dusseldorf welcome card, which I believe will give you guys access to all the public transport and lots of amazing discounts for around the city, as well as the Art Walk 48 pass, which you'll be hearing a lot more about that later, but it essentially allows you guys access into lots of museums and galleries and things like that. So you'll be very cultured when you leave Dusseldorf. But anyways, I think that is enough from me. I'm going to mute myself, turn off my camera. Rezwin, hopefully you are ready to go. We're going to kick things off with Eurowings so you can hear a little bit more about what your customers can expect when they fly with Eurowings direct from Dublin to Dusseldorf this summer. So enjoy, guys. Like I said, very quick quiz at the end, and we will have some fantastic winners. So we will also have a little time for a Q&A at the end, but I appreciate we might run on a little bit. So if you need to jump off the webinar, that's absolutely fine. But hopefully if you have questions, the guys will be sticking around a little bit longer to answer those. So enough from me. I'm going to pass everything over to Rezwin if you're ready, and enjoy, guys.
Great. So hi, good morning, everybody. Again, thanks, Carrie, for the quick introduction. I'm actually thrilled to also to meet everyone in Dublin. Greetings from Cologne, Germany. It's beautiful weather out here, and I hope you also do have a beautiful weather out there. I'm not going to take, actually, I know it's a Monday morning. We are not going to take too much of time. We are 3 people here just to talk a little bit about what you can expect in Dusseldorf and how you can expect to travel to Dusseldorf from your beautiful city of Dublin. So my name is Rezwin Rasheed. I'm actually the account manager responsible for Eurowings, and I'm in charge of the UK market as well, and together with other regions where we are currently serving. And my objective today is actually to introduce Eurowings a little bit about our product, and also talk about what you can expect from our aircraft and what you can expect from our service to these routes. So a little background about the company. Eurowings, I'm sure you're familiar. It is a very famous airlines in the European region. We've been based out of Cologne, and we have been a key player since '93. So we have about over 100 aircraft as of 2025, and we employ over 5,300 employees, and we got 13 strong bases as of today. And we serve over 150 destinations as of 2025. And most importantly, yes, it is a Lufthansa Airlines, a Lufthansa brand. To talk you through a little bit about our bases, where do we locate? I mean, again, our strongest base, as you see on the map, on the presentation, Düsseldorf is actually our our largest base. Although we are headquartered in Cologne, Bonn, Dusseldorf is actually our largest aircraft base, and we do have other bases all across Germany. Also, we do have a base in Stockholm, in Austria. Then in Prague. In Graz, and then also we have in Palma de Mallorca, where that is actually one of our favorite routes. So it is quite spread out. And to talk about our network, it's a pan-European air carrier. We are well connected to all the destinations, all the business destinations, leisure destinations in Europe. Recently, our team is actually connecting our flights to the mid-haul destinations, which is in Africa and in Middle East. So if you do go into our products, you might see that our products are also flying into, for example, to Middle East, like Dubai, to Abu Dhabi, to Jeddah. So these are our recent routes, apart from our strong European routes. Okay, what are we going to be the highlight? What we want to highlight today is actually to Dublin. Again, Dublin is a beautiful city. Düsseldorf, from Düsseldorf. So Eurowings operates from two cities in Germany, primarily from Düsseldorf and Stuttgart. And now Düsseldorf have about 7 flights per week. Stuttgart have about 4 flights per week. Now we are operating, this is a summer schedule. So we are going to operate from the March till October. And this is daily flight to Düsseldorf to Dublin is actually a fantastic deal, actually. And we just wanted to talk a little bit about on the following slides about that. Now, what we can expect, we expect mostly historically our data sets, mostly holiday trips and business travel. There's a little bit of slight element of VFR as well. To talk a little bit about our fleet, Eurowings operate primarily on Airbus. We operate A319, Airbus A320. Then we also do have A320neo and also A321neo, which is on the fuel efficient side. Now for Dublin roads, for the short haul roads, which is Dublin, we operate on Airbus A319. A quick overview on our aircraft layout. So on the first row, we have a business class. On the middle row, we have a premium economy. On the very bottom, which is a blue color, we also have our economy class. A slight dive into our category, fare category. So primarily we have basic, smart, and business class. Now I want to highlight here on certain routes we do offer business class. However, on the Dublin route we do offer only basic and the smart. Now the business class is offered mostly on corporate routes and also on the medium haul. So we're going to stick on to basic and smart. The basic is basically known as the one with the good value. And this comes up with a cabin baggage, and the price is extremely attractive. And the smart one, the middle one, you can carry a cabin baggage and another check-in baggage up to 23 kg. So that's what Eurowings do offer. A quick glimpse on our aircraft. It's very modern. You see the beautiful burgundy branded aircraft, very spacious aircraft compared to other competitors. Onboard service. Eurowings also offers a range of food and beverage service on board, where the customers can buy. Our sustainability is a key indicator on our performance, and also it's also a top priority when it comes to the food and beverage. We do offer certain incentives. We also look into the ideas of plastic reduction, waste reduction. So these are elements which we always a key focus on our projects when we design our food and beverage, and also on other fuel related topics. One of the most important as a customer or as a partner, what you like to know is Miles and More. As you know, Lufthansa's loyalty program, Miles and More, is a part also of Eurowings. So any customer who travels with Eurowings can get Miles and More points, which is a great leverage. This is our pitch deck. So I simply wanted to say, I mean, out of all, I mean, you know, we are an airline that has a more leg room. This is how one of our strong sales pitch. There's Wi-Fi on board. There's a travel magazine where you can download the miles and more. There's a food and beverage with some sustainable options. So this is a strong pitch deck for us. Just to talk a little bit about EW for Business, which essentially translates Eurowings for Business. This is a corporate program. So this is similar to the Partner Plus Benefit for Lufthansa. So any corporate, if you're a corporate, if you do know a corporate that like to sign in, and if they do make a turnover of over 2,000 euros, they can be registered, and there can be certain incentives that can be redeemed based on their performance. So as a travel agency, what booking options do you have? Now, obviously, this is pretty standard. Our content is available on GDS. Our tickets are issued on the LH documents 220. And we do have a non-GDS options as well, which is the Eurowings travel agency portal, which means we are going to soon have a B2B group booking tool as well on our online. Yeah, just to follow through on what I said recently. So for the group bookings, if you do have a group of 10 people and above, there is a certain price which you can avail based on the demand. And we are going to introduce a very new tool, a group booking tool, which is integrated on the website, where you might simply need to put in the dates, and then you can essentially find out the rates for the groups for more than 10 people. Eurowings is available on eurowings.com and GDS environment. So essentially, you will find them. If you have a travel agent, you will have a portal. If you do not have, please reach out to our Lufthansa key account manager. We are happy to sign you in, or you can also reach out to us directly, to me directly. And yeah, our content is also then available as a non-ticketed option as well, which is on the GDS. Finally, I'll run you through to a quick video, which will give you an insight about what I know. This has been quite a very short presentation, but I'm trying to make it short so that it remains as a relevant information to you. A quick dive into the video. Great. Yeah, I think that brings to the end of my slides. Again, I request everyone to stick on to the end, as we got some great prizes also to be awarded. So I would actually now hand over to Carrie, and then we would assign it to our second host. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rezwin. That was absolutely fantastic. I really appreciate that. And it's great to learn a lot more about Eurowings. We are now, as Rezwin said, we are going to hand over to the lovely Katja, who is going to just tell us a little bit about what to expect in Dusseldorf Airport.
Hi, my name is Katja. I work at Dusseldorf Airport for 8 years now. I'm a senior manager development international markets. So I'm responsible for all marketing activities in connection with incoming tourism from the UK and also from the GCC countries. And well, I would like to welcome you at Dusseldorf Airport after having enjoyed the excellent service on board of the Eurowings flight from Dublin to Dusseldorf over the last 120 minutes. We will now shortly arrive at Dusseldorf Airport, and please fasten your seatbelts, but please do not switch off your electronic devices, as I would like to present you some information on Dusseldorf Airport within the next couple of minutes. Let's start with some facts and figures. At Dusseldorf Airport, passengers find literally everything under one roof. There is just one terminal building consisting of 3 piers that are all connected with each other. Last year, we welcomed 20 million passengers at our airport, which is nearly a 5% growth compared to 2023. And I'm sure not everybody knows that we have a very, very huge catchment at our airport. Around 18.5 million people are living in 100 kilometers from the airport. So that is a very huge catchment. It's actually the second biggest catchment in Europe after Greater London. So even greater than Paris, which is a huge potential for our airport, as you can imagine. Well, let's take a look at our summer schedule. During the season, March till October, we have 62 airlines operating from Dusseldorf Airport, and they connect our beautiful city with 165 destinations in nearly 50 countries worldwide. And luckily, Dublin is one of them. In this summer, we have Eurowings and Aer Lingus operating from Dublin to Dusseldorf Airport with up to 17 weekly departures in the summer season. Well, let's take a closer look at the terminal. I already mentioned in the beginning that we have basically everything under one roof. As you can see on the picture, the terminal building has a very bright design. It is very easy to move around for passengers and visitors. We offer special service for passengers traveling with children, and also special service for passengers with disabilities or limited mobility. If you have business clients, they can use our landside conference center. They can book boardrooms or workspaces for meetings, for example. And those who have to stay the night or would like to stay to get to the airport earlier before they fly, they can have a room in one of our 2 airport hotels. That's the Maritime Hotel and the Sheraton Hotel, and both of them are directly linked to our terminal. Hang on, I have to... Sorry, I had to leave. Someone was waiting to get in. 2 hotels directly linked to the airport terminal. And last but not least, you can even celebrate a huge party at our airport, because we have an event location that has a stunning room view to the apron. So that might be an option for you as well, even if it's a small party or a huge reception. Now, let's take a look at the lounges. Of course, we do have lounges at our airport, and before departures, passengers can use those rooms to rest, work, relax. Including our VIP service, we have 6 lounges in total. The VIP service is even more discreet and more comfortable than the other lounges. And 3 of the lounges we offer are dedicated airline lounges. They are dedicated to Emirates passengers and also to Lufthansa passengers. But the Hogu Junkers Lounge and the Open Sky Lounge are operated by Düsseldorf airport, so they can easily be booked online. And the VIP service, you can send requests online and they will get to you with a proposal. Well, it's not all about flying at Düsseldorf airport. It's also about shopping and dining. Our passengers and visitors can choose between 60 bars, cafes, and restaurants, as well as numerous shops. All of them open 365 days per year. And our duty-free partner Heinemann offers a selection of exclusive products from all over the world, from exclusive international luxury brands to regional specialties. And I'm pretty sure that Christian will tell you more about the regional specialties and the culinary delights our city has to offer. Well, it's not only easy to move around in the terminal, inside the terminal, but also outside. Passengers and visitors can easily arrive and depart at Düsseldorf Airport through excellent intermodal options. You might know that Düsseldorf is an important trade fair location in Germany, with numerous leading trade fairs internationally. In the future, trade fair guests can travel directly from the airport to the trade fair center because a direct connection via underground railway is currently under construction. Our airport is also well connected to the rail and road network, which makes traveling to the touristic highlights in our region very easy. For example, Cologne Cathedral, the most visited site in Germany, Beethoven's birthplace in Bonn, or industrial monuments in the Ruhr region, and even cities such as Amsterdam and Brussels are within easy reach. Well, I would like to end up my presentation with one of the most important USPs our airport has to offer, and that is its proximity to the city center of our lovely city. Whether you take the train directly located at the stations in the airport, or you book an Uber or get a rental car in our rental car station, it only takes 10 minutes to reach the vibrant city center. And now, well, I mean, dependent on the traffic, but you know what it's like. Now I would like to hand over to Christian, who will tell you more about what to expect in Düsseldorf and what what culinary delights you can expect. And last but I think my screen is not shared. My contact details are available as well, and I'm very happy to help you with any information you need on Düsseldorf Airport. Thank you.
Thank you, Katja. That was amazing. I will be sharing everybody's contact details after the webinar, okay. So don't worry that your slide didn't show there, but thank you. It is a fantastic airport, and I think we're all very jealous of that rail network that will take you into the city centre because we don't have it in Dublin, but 10 minutes by Uber or car is just fantastic, and it's an incredible airport. So thank you so much for that. I'm now pleased to hand over to the fantastic Christian, who's going to tell you everything that Dusseldorf has to offer. So enjoy, guys. Thank you, Christian.
So hi, everybody. Let me give you a brief idea of what Düsseldorf is about. It is actually that you may have heard of that city being a business city, a trade hub, or anybody interested in US American movies may have heard that city's name in Django Unchained or Angels and Demons. So whenever they need a quirky German city name, they usually choose Düsseldorf. But besides that, there is some more to be seen and discovered in the city. We're actually a city located along the banks of the Rhine River in the west of Germany, quite close to even the Dutch and Belgian border and to other destinations such as Cologne or the Ruhr area. And that city is much about history. It is actually that the O-Town is for sure the very center of Düsseldorf, directly facing the Rhine River with a history more than 750 years old. There is lots of historic landmarks visible, such as our city hall to the left, medieval churches, and as the old town is only covering a fifth of a square mile approximately, it is all close by, and that is what the city's name is about. Düsseldorf can be translated into the village located along the Düssel Creek. So actually what started as a very small and quite unknown village in medieval days now turned out to become a city of 640,000, very vibrant, walkable, and a very vivid city. It is not only that the old town is famous for history, it is also that beer lovers should definitely end up in here, because all in total, there is 4 microbreweries producing a very specific beer, which is produced and consumed dried at the same spot, and that is alt beer, a top fermented beer, dark in color, which can be enjoyed in those 4 microbreweries. So especially in terms of beer, Düsseldorf is a must-do, as only 1% of Germany's beer output is that specific beer, which is only brewed in and around Düsseldorf. In terms of arts and culture, we are a very well-known arts city, as Düsseldorf is home to the Arts Academy, one of Germany's most renowned arts universities. Therefore, there is 6 major arts museums to be visited, predominantly dealing with contemporary modern arts. But even if somebody is more likely into oil canvases or medieval artworks, there is a lot to see and explore. And in terms of visiting the museums, we have that Artwalk 48 ticket, which only costs 25 euros and gives you the chance to end up in every single museum within 48 hours. Even if somebody is not too much into arts, 25 euros is not too much of money to just end up in a museum, check if you like or dislike what is displayed, and then if not, just make it into the next location. There is also a lot of creative people living in and around the city, so urban arts, namely murals and graffiti, are of importance and very well worth seeing. And even some of our underground stations are more artworks than kind of spots where the trains depart and arrive. So there is a lot of creativity around. And that is also why, in terms of being creative, it is about shopping. Düsseldorf is one of the most famous fashion cities of Germany. There is a lot of designers based in town. In the very center of that kind of slide, you can see one of Germany's most exclusive shopping boulevards, King's Alley, an inner city canal lined with chestnut trees, where all luxury labels have their flagship stores. There is also a lot of creative and younger districts where a lot of workshop rooms are based in, and we are home to an open-air food market, which is Karlsplatz. That food market is open all year round and offers all kinds of delicacies, no matter if it's German or international ones. Grab a wine, have that typical German dishes, or some Italian or Spanish food. So whoever is a foodie should definitely have a look at what Karlsplatz food market is about. Architecture-wise, Düsseldorf is a city that has always reinvented itself. So the old town is what a typical German old town is about, with cobblestones on the ground, with a lot of medieval and historic buildings, whereas in the outskirts of the old town, there is a lot more to see and discover. There is a lot of modern buildings to be found, all kinds of star architects such as Daniel Libeskind, David Chipperfield, Frank Owen Gehry did a lot of work in town. And what you can see on the very left is actually the latest project that was completed. It is the biggest green building of Europe, namely a building completely covered with hedges. And the idea behind is to bring nature back into the city center more and more, in terms of the city's heating up constantly during the hot summer months. It is always good to remodel ponds and creeks that were filled up in the 1960s and 70s to make way for parking areas. And now the city does the exact opposite. There is huge tunnel systems planned and built. And after getting rid of all of the cars, they bring a lot of nature back into the city center. So in terms of architecture and urban planning, Düsseldorf is definitely a must-visit city. What not too many people are aware of, whoever is into Asia, namely Japanese culture, should definitely end up in town. We are home to the biggest Japanese community of the German-speaking countries. There is only 2 big communities in London and in Paris, all throughout Europe. So Düsseldorf's Japanese community is number 3, but nowhere else Japanese life is so concentrated than in Düsseldorf. There is 2 streets, with Immermannstraße being at the very center of, as we call it, Little Tokyo, where you can enjoy all kinds of Japanese specialties. Most of the shops are owned and operated by Japanese, so it's a genuine and authentic atmosphere in there. We are home to Germany's biggest manga comic store. There is supermarkets, bakeries, and all you can imagine. That is why even a lot of Japanese expats end up in here. So whoever is into Asia and Asian culture, it does not necessarily need to book a flight towards Tokyo or Osaka. It can all be experienced here right at the spot in Little Tokyo, which is only a maximum of a 10-minute walk away from the Old Town and the Rhine River. Event-wise, there is a lot to see and discover due to that Japanese community. We have a Japan Day, which is actually an event with hundreds of thousands visitors where all kinds of Japanese culture can be experienced. We are a city where a lot of fun fairs take place, especially during the summer months. And what for sure is a must-do is the Christmas markets. There is now 7 markets to be found all around the city, connected by the major shopping areas. So grabbing a bratwurst, grabbing a mulled wine, soaking that typical charming German Christmas atmosphere in, and doing the Christmas shopping works very well in Düsseldorf. New products. There is one product that might interest all of you. Actually, as mentioned before, we have that Dusseldorf card, an all-inclusive travel card that allows you to take all public transport, including the trains connecting the airport with the inner city. But there is a new product that was recently launched, the Dusseldorf Card Plus. And for 30 euros a day, you can travel all of the surrounding regions. So there is no need for rental cars, no need for expensive train tickets, whatever. With that Dusseldorf Card Plus, you can use all public transport in a range of an approximate 2 hours around Düsseldorf. Have a look at Bonn, at Cologne, at the Ruhr area, and even make it into some Dutch cities. So that's a very, very good value for money in the very end, even available as a group discount ticket. So if you got some clients or customers that would more likely learn what is to be seen around town, that new ticket is definitely the state-of-the-art ticket one should have. Exhibition-wise, there is a lot of exhibition highlights taking place at the moment. There is a big exhibition connected to the works of Marc Chagall. In 2026, we will be hosting a private arts collection that is dealing with French expressionists mainly. So there is always some things going on. And last but not least, that is also a very typical Düsseldorf-like image. That city has never lost its village-like character. So it is a very walkable city, usually no more than a 10-minute walk in between the sites and points of interest. Whenever somebody is interested in having a further look what there is to see and discover, public transport takes no longer than 20 minutes approximately, and that wide open meadows can be found directly opposite the old town of Düsseldorf. So there is always green spots around, there is loads of parks, of forests, and of nature, and that is why that city has never ever lost its village-like character, and that makes it a very charming city to stay in, not only for the weekends, but yeah, I would always suggest to stay there for at least 2 overnights to see what you can see and explore in town. And whoever has some further questions, feel free to scan that QR code, touch base later on, and we can always offer free conversation, free tickets, and free tours for all of you if you're likely interested in having a closer look what that city is about, what you could sell to your clients. Feel free to touch base later on, and we can offer a kind of tailor-made mini fan trip for you. So that was a lot of talking. I'm done for now, and thanks a lot for joining into today.
That was great, Christian. Thank you so much. Thank you to all you guys. That was absolutely incredible. And